Hello, welcome back to
19.
Yeah, I know what episode it is. I was trying to think of like.
Oh Jesus! I hit the trigger button.
I'm so triggered. We're playing Life is Strange on PS4 as we have been since like
kids?
September.
We have been playing this for a while, but I like that we do take breaks and come back to it.
Yeah.
It gives us something to do when we don't quite know what to do.
Yeah, so I haven't done a series in a while because back when this was Z&O plays when I did it with Kevin.
Remember that? Anybody? Leave it in the comments.
Have you been subscribing?
It's been a long time.
Well, I only changed.
More demonic.
I only changed the channel name earlier this year, but we didn't upload for like a year prior to that because we moved and stuff like that. We didn't really have. I didn't really feel like doing it as much, and then.
Oh God, that's so weird to think that this was Kevin's room.
I know.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
But yeah,
Did you guys even record anything when you
never had never made a video here. We only did
in this house?
In this house, yeah.
Never. Wow.
And I'm not trying
Wow.
We started talking about it, but we never kind of went through
That's
it.
so weird.
Part of the reason Xeno plays are like me. Me and Kevin don't have a falling out. We're still friends. He's kind of busy.
No, there was never any bad things that happened that led to the end of Xeno.
But pretty much what happened. So the reason why the whole channel changed everything. I mean, it's still the same channel, but the change of the name and stuff and why he's not really involved. Which I was still like, if he wants to come back and make videos with me, yeah.
Well, but he was there in Resident Evil.
Yeah, was there in Resident?
7.
Yeah, was there in the Resident Evil videos? That
He
was like
there a little bit.
That was right before he moved out. We were just like, Alex is over. We was like, I just set up microphones and like, what's happening? I'm like, we're just doing a video.
We all kind of had a good time, and then we were like, you know what, we should record a thing, which was really nice. I would love to have more people on. I would love to do like Mario Party or something. We have a couple of people.
Yeah, but anyway, so back to my original point. The reason why Xeno plays kind of changed is because after we moved from where we moved here, like even before that. So basically, I wanted to try to grow the channel a little bit. I want to try to get a little more serious. I want to try to upload more frequently and everything, have things more ready to go, and how it is now. Because like Grace has been editing Life is Strange, and she's still a noob at editing. She no offense, like she's still.
No,
like,
I'm trying to learn, but I've only been editing since we started this.
Yeah, so basically,
wait, what's the first thing I edited? Not the first thing on my channel, but the first video I actually recorded and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if you did that first or if it did John Cena first.
Did I? I'll look at the dates.
Anyway, so.
I am really new at editing videos, which is why there's not a webcam on this series. I don't think I could do between the game and us talking and the webcam. I don't think I could do that right now.
Yeah, plus your computer's kind of shit, and having 2 video feeds at once, even my desktop can't handle that. So that's why I use my dad's laptop. I pretty much just stole his laptop.
No, but at least he's got another computer to use right now. It's shut and it's making noise. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
I hope.
The only thing my dad really uses an actual computer for is like browsing on eBay. He just browses eBay for like motorcycle parts.
He does.
And we bought the.
Actually, something arrived in the mail for him the other day, and it was for Jillian, so that's cool.
Anywho.
Yeah.
So part of the reason. So what's happening?
I like to talk.
So what's happening now is like I wanted to do more. It'd be nice because
Goddamn with the camera.
Every single video on this channel, other than the Life is Strange series and John Cena, has been edited by me. I've done all and on my main channel too, which I was still trying. I guess this is kind of my main channel now because I don't focus on the Zestran channel as much because I don't really know what I want to do on it. But so
not just.
I have her mouth covered. So I wanted Kevin to start editing videos too, kind of pull his weight so he can be kind of 50-50 because since it was Zestran and Ozran plays, and Ozran's Kevin's name, like mine is Zestran. Like it was both names he came up with. It was like the stupid we're trying to write a story with those names, but it never really worked out. So I was trying to teach him to edit, but Kevin wanted to go from like 0 to 60 like that. Yeah, like I was trying to do him he was going to start editing like the Snipper Clip series. And he edited like maybe a minute of the first episode, and I just did the rest because he wanted to do like a bunch of advanced shit that I didn't even know how to do, and he got frustrated with it, which I can understand. But then he just gave up and didn't want to continue. And I'm like, all right. And then every time I try to talk about it, he got to come out. I was like, I thought what we want to do is we just make, I come in, we play games, and you edit. I'm like, at first, but I want to take this more seriously. We've talked about this, and he didn't want to start editing. Like,
and this isn't talking bad.
No,
about him.
No, this is not talking about him.
It's just explaining what happened. He wanted it to be really complex and really
how dare you?
Exciting.
And I don't know.
And he just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin.
He jumped in too quick.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin currently watches the stuff. If he does, if you're watching this right now, Kevin, this is not supposed to be mean. If you're all watching this right now, which I doubt you are, but if you're watching this right now, Kevin,
you just get a really angry text in the middle of January.
Yeah. This is not an attacking you. I'm just trying to explain to the current viewers what's going on, and I can understand your frustration. Like when I started first editing videos, I was frustrated. I didn't know how to do things either, and then when I learned how simple they actually were, I'm like, oh, I feel like a fucking I've been using Vegas for 2 years now, and I just learned how to fucking crop.
Such a blast.
Yeah. Also, when I was doing stuff, you were like, "Oh, I didn't know to hit that button."
Yeah, like I didn't never realize I can right click on like on the layer, on like the track layer, and hit the certain option to do the zoom and the track and pan option or whatever.
Or add text or what was it?
Anyway,
whatever.
So and then after that,
I'm getting my regular
I kind of go through like seasonal depression to get less motivated, and I stop kind of uploading as much, and then I still wanted to.
Is it so?
It's when you kill her, yeah.
No!
You don't have to.
You can't see the needle.
You don't have to kill her. You can let her suffer.
I don't want her to suffer. Oh God! No, wait. No, this is too emotional for me. Wait.
Right?
She took her glasses off to rub her face. Are you crying?
No! Shut up! No, because it's like, you're my best friend and I wouldn't want to kill you, but I wouldn't want you to suffer. So it's really difficult.
Anyway.
Man.
So
Joyce and William built
and then we moved.
Wait, no, I'm actually crying.
They're so great.
Stop it.
And then I started I wanted to keep videos going, but like me and Kevin didn't really feel like recording as much. We got busy. We both had jobs. He had other stuff going on, so we didn't have enough time to just like go and record stuff. And like what would happen, we would record like some stuff and we'd go for a while.
I can't even read it.
So
sorry.
My
eyes are so sweaty.
They're not sweaty. We would record stuff, and then I would edit and upload all. Then we would kind of not have anything to go, and so I started trying to do stuff for myself. And I'm still like the best video I've ever done by myself is the Call of Duty video, but I'm still trying to get better at doing videos by myself. I usually like having a co-host to kind of riff off of. That's why Xenoplays was a thing. And me and Kevin had great chemistry doing that kind of stuff, and luckily she does too. Because otherwise, the channel probably.
No, I can't do this.
This channel probably wouldn't be continuing if it wasn't for her.
Sorry.
So, if you guys have been a fans of Xenoplays, let me know in the comments if you are, and also thank her because it continued because of her. Anyway.
Wait, no, I'm actually like really emotional right now.
It's because you're drunk. Shut up.
Shut up.
Anyway, so, and then when we moved, we didn't really have the space as much.
No, there's an actual tear.
Also, what happened too, because okay, I'm gonna just continue. She's gonna cry. I'm gonna continue ranting about stuff that's not related to this video at all. So, what happened is because my desktop is a complete.
But I need my glasses.
My desktop is a complete piece of shit. It can't do anything. So I was editing on Kevin's laptop, but then what happened? I got a Windows update that just fried his laptop. A Windows update fried his laptop, literally. Like it just wouldn't. Like it just completely wiped out Windows OS on his laptop. It just straight normal Windows update just like had to do it, and it like.
I'm really crying right now. Shut up. Shut up.
And so that was part of it too. So I didn't have another device that really edited on for how I wanted to. And then when my dad got this laptop, which we got for music purposes, we had it for like my band at the time, which no longer exists, and his band, which still exists.
Why am I crying so much right now?
So that was part of it. So once we moved and we didn't have any early devices to be able to efficiently record gameplay and webcam and audio, all stuff at once, because it's been too much strain for one computer, because I don't have a good computer. So it just kind of went in a hiatus for a while. And then we were talking about doing more videos. Like I was like, Kevin, I was like sitting there, I'm like, Kevin, we should do more videos again. Like I had this interface, so it would be easier to record 2 mics at once instead of having to use just one Blue Yeti and worrying about the positioning and stuff like that. Stop it.
I can't.
There's a tear on your cheek.
I know. Shut up.
They're not real. Max and Chloe are not real people. This is not even the real timeline. She's okay until the end of the game, when she actually does die.
She doesn't die. I'm gonna save her to make up for this moment right here. I'm sorry.
Go kill your best friend and let's continue.
Where is the medicine, though?
It's in the room.
In her room?
Yeah.
She told me it was in the bathroom.
Probably the bathroom in that room.
But it wouldn't let me go that way. I'm sorry.
Anywho,
I'm actually crying. I'm crying.
Oh, I guess it is in the bathroom upstairs.
No reason to go now.
Yeah, because you want to go back downstairs.
Yeah, I gotta find it. I hate this.
She's so sad.
I'm really sad.
You can't even walk into the bathroom. You're so sad.
Oh, I think it's this cabinet.
The bathroom looks almost
I don't like this. I really don't like this.
Is it under the sink? Is it above the sink?
I looked in that cabinet and that drawer.
Is it in your ass?
Probably.
Do you keep morphine in your ass?
Probably. It might be in, what's her mom's name? Her room.
Choice? You gotta look in the outside of the cabinet.
I don't like this at all.
Here it is.
There it
I
is.
really don't.
I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Remember when you're in the hospital and the nurse tried to give you morphine and you're like, no?
Because I didn't need it.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know, I'll link that video. Or you will. You're
Yeah, she
I'm not okay.
She had such a bad tooth infection over the summer that she had to be hospitalized for a week.
It almost killed me.
It would have killed her if she didn't get medical attention.
It would have gone to my brain.
Yeah, she would have got sepsis.
The title is not a joke. I would have died. It would have gone to my brain.
It's because she's stupid.
It's not because I'm stupid. It's because I'm stupid and I have an immune thing.
Well, no. The music, yes, that's part of it, but you knew you had that, and you still ignored it.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
Two things over here. Wrong way.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
Did you just barf?
No, that was a burp.
Before.
So,
Oh, God.
in conclusion, Xenoplays ended because just bad timing and then just lack of motivation on my
You're
part.
not even looking that way.
Just to take care of my daughter.
Max, you can't read it if you're not
So
facing.
it ended due to lack of motivation on my part and just wanting Kevin to contribute more, which he didn't really want to, which that's fine. You know, it was my idea to do the channel in the first place, and he was like, he just kind of like he came over sometimes, was like, "Yo, we should record a video," and he was like, whatever. So, yeah, but it continued on because of her.
Hey, William, am I bothering you?
Hey, child. Kidding. How can you bother me?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to do more videos on my own. I had some ideas for doing videos on my own, but I'm still trying to get more used to keeping a energetic and entertaining personality while being by myself and having anyone else to joke around with.
You seem more adult
and stuff.
So what's on your mind?
I don't like this.
And when I was in a Facebook group and asked for like some channel advice, and someone said all my videos are just me making noise, so I try to stop making so much random noises in my videos. That's why I should get rid of my intro because I'm not a known entity. But nobody's a known entity till you're known. It doesn't matter if you're fucking PewDiePie. Not everyone.
Or the slow-mo guy.
My mom doesn't know who the fuck PewDiePie is. He doesn't have an intro, to be fair, but it's like if he did, it's like not everyone knows who he is. Because I was like referencing like Game Attack, which not really exists anymore as a YouTube channel, and they have an intro, but it's like not everyone knows who the fuck, or it had an intro, but not everyone knew who the fuck Game Attack was until they watched them. Some people did because they were from Screw Attack, and I knew them and I liked them a lot.
I just went like this.
I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
You can sing Hail all you want because of Connect, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
I'm not saying hailing, I'm just trying to play video games.
No, you're just trying to connect, and then Connect is terrible and apparently really racist.
As they say.
We still have a bunch of Connect games that I want to get and play. And we still have a bunch of games because we only play 3 because we still have
not all bad news in
Avengers, Star Wars, Connectimals, Hole in the Wall.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we have right now that we haven't played yet. But the issue with playing Connect games right now is that the space is really small, so we don't have enough room to play. So I think
we're gonna.
But we also have SpongeBob.
Knows, right?
So part of it is that the Connect is trash.
I'm waving the cup around.
But all I actually care about now is
I know, but
Chloe
I
and
keep
Joyce.
thinking you're just gonna like.
My family.
So part of it is Connect is trash, and some games work better than others. Like Hulk Hogan
The Prescott family might
even if you're in the
was
best,
just not-
even if you're in the best situation to
about
play Kinect properly,
Evil.
it's still bad.
Next question.
Versus like
Sounds like you know
Rise of
me well.
Nightmares, which it
More
can be
than I
pretty
want.
fun.
That did look
choice
like
has
it
to
could
look
have
good.
become a
It
good
can be
game.
Yeah, it can be pretty
States.
fun if you have
Once you get out of the train, it looks like
Yeah.
it could be a good game.
Yeah, I only played the intro and then the
But
time level.
we're gonna see if we can rearrange the bedroom, make it better
Oh,
for
yeah, she went to
Kinect, yeah.
Blackwell, right?
movement kind of games. You
Yeah,
know,
Kinect
It's a real
VR.
nightmare for a family.
The
the VR,
yeah.
the
get
move,
scared
the
thinking about
Kinect.
Chloe and that
Like
we-
all
the,
that
the
kind of
move and the VR can work okay in here because like it's not as like picky of where the camera
Yeah.
needs to be because I don't
I was
know.
impressed
But
by
Kinect wants to
Chloe's
see like your
room
full body, so you need to be
all
pretty
the
far away
high-tech
from it, which is
equipment.
we don't have
Should
enough
be.
space in here for
You
it,
could
so
buy a
it
few
makes it more
manuals for
difficult. So
what
we
it
don't do as
costs.
much.
The insurance
But that's
helps,
that's
but
not specifically, but one of the main reasons why I wanted to
don't
get
know,
360 just for
I
Kinect
know
games
it
for the
must
channel.
Be hard on you
No,
guys
because also, you know, we
financially.
can just do stupid
These
stuff.
bills are more like
Stupid
crushing.
stuff.
we have to mortgage
I can't
our home,
worry.
and
So
that's
yeah,
pretty
but there's
scary. But
for
we'll
the
get through
channel.
it.
There's two reasons why I wanted
Price
to
is
get Kinect.
always right. Get
Kinect.
it?
What? No. For the channel, there's two reasons why I wanted to get
have to go see
360.
if Chloe needs
Kinect
anything.
and Burger King. Why I wanted to get 360 otherwise because
I hit the button again. I'm sorry.
I wanted to get
Sorry.
because I've never
You act like
played.
it's the last time.
I'm just gonna
'Cause
leave those in so you
Please,
can
keep me
talk.
from these
I've
bills
always been a
whenever you want.
PlayStation and a Nintendo guy mostly. I don't have anything against Xbox. It has never had one, but I've never been able to play like Gears or Halo or Fable,
They might
which I
get
have
her
played a little
own
bit of
home
Fable because I've
taken
had
away
friends who had
because of
360 who I played it
medical
with. But so you know, I have every Gears game on 360, which is 1 through Judgment,
Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
and I also have Fables 2 and 3. I don't have the anniversary one, which is the remaster of 1. Okay, can you go kill Chloe now at the beginning of the episode?
No, I refuse.
Okay, this episode's gonna be like 3 hours long because you just don't want to kill her.
I refuse to kill her.
You don't have to kill her. You can let her suffer.
I know, but I don't want to do that either. I have actual tears again. Shut up. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I hate you right now. You're looking at me like
We should go watch a movie.
I am sorry. I keep hitting the
Circle.
circle. I'm sorry.
We should go watch a real sad movie like All Dogs Go to Heaven. If you would just bawl.
We do have that. We haven't watched it.
We have it on Blu-ray. I bought it over the summer.
No more bongs for her.
Bongs.
I wish she had a mom. That would be so much easier.
You can't rip a fat bong. You would die because you have
If you
big
could
baby lungs.
overdose on the weeds, I would.
Because she has
Oh,
really
there's
bad.
a chair. I'm like, why can't I move? There's a chair.
She has pretty bad asthma, so if she rips a bong, she'll probably die.
The first time I ever smoked out of a bong, I coughed for fucking 20 minutes.
That could be
has to
part
use
of your
that
asthma, and also
ventilator
part
just
because
to
when you
breathe.
smoke weed, when you don't smoke weed a lot, you cough a lot.
Well, yeah.
Like the first few times you ever smoke weed, you're probably gonna hack up. You put it in the IV.
I know, but I looked at it, but it wouldn't say like you.
Maybe talk to her first.
Okay. This chair is
Move the camera.
Never.
Other way.
Listen here, little shit. I'm looking at the ceiling.
That's a nice.
Morphine.
Oh, you gotta get it.
Oh
Give me the blue
no!
pill. I'm sorry. I'm
Please
nosy,
don't make
not
political
precise.
references to pills
Go
in the
ahead and plug it
Matrix
in.
right now.
It's so
The
easy.
blue pill.
Political references.
Yeah.
I know red pill,
okay.
blue pill, because
Yeah.
Get ready to
politics.
yell for your
Yeah.
folks
Right
for
wing is
school.
red, blue.
trust
Yep,
me.
yep.
Left wing
Yep.
is blue.
I'm sorry.
It's funny the
I'm
YouTube.
gonna be a little bit.
When, one of my favorite YouTubers, Chris Reagan, when he was dating Lacey
course,
Green,
my pain
everyone's
just
like,
keeps
"Did
getting
he red
worse.
pill her with his dick?" Even though he's
Another
liberal
good
as
day.
fuck. Everyone thinks he's
Max, I'm so
right wing because he
grateful
doesn't
that I'm
agree with
even able to hang
SJWs,
out with
which
you.
is anyway. Not to
See,
get
I'm
political on the
getting
show,
mushy.
but Chris Reagan is
I'm
rad.
already
Go
high.
subscribe.
He is. I'm sorry.
So
Terry. Shut up.
He's such
Do you want anything else?
I don't sound like that. Shut up.
Stop being too emo.
And the cat wants
you
me to
grab one of
hold
the photo
her.
albums
She's my
over there?
baby.
I'd like to check out
Shut
some
up.
old pictures of us when we were kids.
It was funny when I got home from work.
Please.
Or was it this morning? I don't, she left the room at one point at some time. I don't know. She's like, "I gotta go feed the baby." But like out of context, it was like, "But you don't have a baby." But it's just our fucking cat who's 7.
My cat is my baby.
Put it in the drip.
That must be her
Look.
mighty morphine machine.
Oh,
No more bongs
what
for
else?
her.
I wasn't paying attention.
I was
Drawer?
too busy trying not to cry.
Look in the drawer.
Nothing but medical supplies.
I'm sorry.
Look in the other drawer.
She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating.
Do you use a lot of lotion to keep your blood circulating?
Just the blood in my dick.
I'm sorry. This went from me crying to being like, masturbation.
Over there. Let's have a flashback. It's
photo album?
It's weird to think that I haven't, like, masturbated just to masturbate.
Oh my god, we're not talking about this right now. Do you want me to cut this out?
If you want.
Take. No, but my cat is my baby.
Despite everything.
Because I used to call her babe. But I call you babe. So now I call her baby.
Well, it's weird because we only call each other babe. So
yeah, it's not just like,
if I call
hey,
her
Phil.
If I call her Grace, it sounds like a swear. And if she ever says,
with your Aunt Sue, right?
Yeah. So, but if I'm like in the kitchen or whatever, she goes, Phil. They're like, what?
I'm only ever doing that when your mom is like criticizing you, and I'm like, hey, Phil.
Or you go, Philip.
Philip. Your name is Phil, so you need to fill my cup with drink, please. You are Phil. You do a Phil.
If I was a sexist piece of shit, I'd slap you.
Not to get sappy, but I'm gonna need more drink.
Well, just kill Chloe so we can end the episode.
I know.
This one's might be a little longer because we've just been crying and rambling for 20 minutes.
I'm shitting you not. Tears escaped my eyes.
Toys.
I saw.
Not just one or two.
It was on your cheek.
A little fountain.
Actually tried to give us a time
You're a
out.
little fountain.
You laughed at
I
me.
know.
My dad would have banished me.
But no, she is my baby because I got my tubes tied. We're never having kids. If I didn't have my tubes tied, I would say like, "Hey,
awesome picture.
Vasectomy."
We look so badass in our pirate gear. We should
like you're not even put to sleep during that kind of thing. Like you're there, you could look down and just see them cutting the noodle, whatever it is.
Cutting the doodle, whatever it is.
The noodle. No, I've heard them talk about it like, oh, it feels like a piece of pasta.
Oh man,
like a cooked piece of pasta. The vein or whatever it is. Yeah.
To believe my dad took that picture.
You know, sometimes vasectomies don't work though.
Like
yeah, that's why they tell you like, hey, we need you to send a sample.
A sample of your semen.
A sample to make sure there's no little swimmers in it.
I guess. I'm a dude, and I've been a dude since I was born.
Wow!
But I have no idea how how the male reproductive system works. But apparently, because
I've looked into it.
I have a little bit too because I was just curious about vasectomy. But apparently, because I was like, wait, if you get a vasectomy, can you still like come? And like, yeah, because there's 3 sources that produce sperm, and they cut the one that from your prostate.
And I will too.
But apparently,
because like one from your testicles, one from your prostate, and one from something else, and they cut the one that makes the sperms from your prostate.
Yeah. But apparently,
like that.
You can still get vasectomy reversed.
Yeah, you can get
or they don't always work.
Yeah, sometimes they don't take.
Which is why I thought, I'm a woman. If I can get my tubes tied, I will. Just so you know, there is still a tiny percent chance that a woman who has her tubes tied can get pregnant.
Yeah, well, see, it's like the thing is,
it is much. I would rather be put to sleep. My whole procedure, I woke up feeling so good. Like it was the best nap I've ever had.
It's kind of how I felt when I got my teeth taken out.
Yeah, anyway. I know you were there like, I want kisses.
I had a mouthful of blood and she wouldn't kiss me and I was very upset about it.
That's how I was, but my eyes were so fucking itchy.
Anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to end this in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the pros and cons,
if you don't want children, make sure you don't want children, and make sure you take care of whatever needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, the pros and cons between like tubalization and a vasectomy.
Tubal ligation. Go check out my video on that.
Anyway, so
and my
tubal ligation is an actual surgery and it's way more risky than a vasectomy.
A vasectomy is a surgery.
It is. It's more of a.
But you're not put to sleep.
It's more of a procedure. Anyway. But so a tubalization is a higher chance of it being you're done, you're sterile. A vasectomy, you still have a chance of you still being sterile. It's very slim. Also,
this is a really weird conversation because she's about to die.
Both of them are reversible, but vasectomies are easier to get reversed than tubalizations. As far as I know, I'm not a doctor. Anyway, so Chloe's about to do a die.
Wait, no, ow!
I kicked the controller.
You kicked the thing. I don't know.
That's why
God.
I said.
Wait, no.
She's just sleeping. She's not dead. She's not dead. She's just sleeping.
Do you know how many times I think I've like died in a dream and I thought I was dead? Like a couple.
She had a dream like a week ago that I lost my arm from diabetes.
Yeah, you were like, oh, the doctor told me I have diabetes, and then you went like a sugar binge because you thought you could come off of it.
Focus on the photo.
And then you were like, no, I got this little stump.
I remember we talked about this in another episode, but like Max must have some serious fucking PTSD from everything. Yeah. But what's fucked up is that none of it actually happened by the end of this game. So she has this PTSD from events that never happened, and what the fuck is she gonna do about it?
Right, like you could tell.
They're gonna send her to a fucking home because they're like, yeah, I had powers to control time, and I saw my best friend die like 7 times, and I had to go kill her father.
The button outside.
I had to go kill her father, and like I uncovered like this like. I don't know, like all the shit happened.
Oh, there's a sweet spot right there, babe. I need to draw something with nipples facing like that. I don't know.
I thought I meant sweet spot by vibration. I thought you were going to make a masturbation joke, and I'm very disappointed in you.
That too. I'm sorry. I've been really trying to practice my drawing lately, so I'm like, the nipples have to be all weird.
I had a friend. He's still my friend. I have a friend who had an ex-girlfriend who was disturbing, but apparently she would take an Xbox 360 controller, put on a Viva Pinata, and like do something that would make the controller endlessly vibrate, and just jerk off with a 360 controller.
I cannot find it. God damn it!
Give me the controller.
I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I'm like twisting them all around, and I can't. God damn it! You got it in like 30 seconds. I fucking hate you so much, but I love you.
I lost it though.
Oh fuck!
Got it,
babe.
Yeah.
I love you so much. Let's move out of state and get a couple dogs and cats.
We're working on it.
I know. Shh, it's a secret. We're gonna.
Okay, well that was episode.
Now we have to watch her dad die.
19 of Life is Strange. We're gonna end it here because we've been kind of.
No more. I can't do this.
When we're drunk, we're even worse than rambling off not the topic. So,
because last time we only had mics. This time we had actual alcohol. We had some rum.
Actual alcohol.
No, like so.
We didn't have any of that child shit. We have real adult.
We went from 8% to 40. Okay, we can't. I can't emotionally do this.
You can't hide from me forever.
I can't watch more people die. She threw it in the fireplace. That's even worse because now Joyce can't have it. That's my fake crying. If you didn't notice.
What do you want, Gato?
She wants out. Now Joyce can't ever have that photo.
Fuck Joyce.
No, don't. She's fictional and she's old and she probably has. I don't know. She's with David and.
Max, you're being so fucking strange. Like you're never.
They both look so weird, really young.
I know.
And she's got the lighthouse. That's probably got more symbolism.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
This is a long ass episode.
So it's funny. That's for the first two. This might be a little longer than episode 18. Anyway, it was funny. We were watching the Game Awards last week, and Ashley Birch, who's the voice of Chloe, at least in this game,
you can hear it in her real voice.
So I never actually heard her talk. I've heard of her, and I don't know. I know she's other voice. She's a pretty known voice actor in video games.
Yeah, she's done.
And I know she's done other characters, but I'm not familiar with any of them than Chloe. But I'm like, wow, she does sound a lot like Chloe.
Yeah, it's just got that little bit of like punk edge to it, like like certain words have a.
It's funny. What's funny because I remember I knew about this, but I forgot about it because Life Strange wasn't really on my radar at the time when I knew about this. But Ashley Birch didn't do Chloe and Before the Storm because of a strike, union strike.
If we
but the actress who did it sounded very, very familiar.
After all this gets ruined, hopefully we will stop because it just sucks. I actually cried.
Yep.
Not just one tear.
Multiple.
While I was trying to control the camera and such and have a conversation, I feel like that might add to this. Like, I'm actually emotional. Like, I had to think about, like, if I had to have my best friend in that situation, which is you. I'm sorry, but I would much rather let you go peacefully.
Well, see, here's a weird... I mean, it kind of relates to this because euthanasia.
Gato, shut up.
So, I don't understand why euthanasia or doctor-assisted suicide is illegal if it's a consenting adult
If you go to Washington, I believe it's still legal.
But so like, you know,
which I feel like I would make you do.
We'll see. Like, okay, let's say you have some kind. There's no cure for the disease. You're going to die. It's going to be painful.
We are.
Why can't the doctor legally give you some doses to let you peacefully go on your own accord instead of just suffering for probably years? And letting your family see you.
Years, if not decades, depending on the disease.
Yeah, just okay. We're just gonna let you and your family just watch you slowly decay for years,
right? Like
instead of giving you something, just let you peacefully go on your own accord because there's no cure for this disease. And
especially if it's something progressive like MS.
Yeah, and it's like
Chloe.
It's I don't know. It's not, I don't know. It's not. It's not even like. I guess it's sort of political, but like I completely think euthanasia for certain scenarios should be completely legal.
Like I don't necessarily agree with. I think it's Germany.
You sound high,
if you prove that you have a mental illness far enough where you cannot be cured through therapy and drug.
Max,
what is it called?
We've gone over this.
Substance therapy.
Not anymore.
You can talk to someone and you have to wait a full year. And if they believe that you are not progressing enough, they will let you
about what happened.
Have euthanasia or doctor-assisted suicide. I'm not sure I believe in that. You know, just because of a mental illness.
I don't believe it for mental health. I do believe if you have like something like like a late stage cancer that is painful. There's no way of getting rid of it unless some kind of miracle happens. You're going to die very slowly and painfully, and everyone has to watch you die slowly and painfully. I feel like if you'd rather just go out peacefully and calmly in your own accord, that should be perfectly legal to do. You shouldn't have to be made to suffer and slowly die over probably years.
Especially if your family can't afford hospice or to take care of you or a nurse.
Racking up these medical bills, sitting in a hospital.
If you're just sitting there and it gets worse and worse and worse, especially physically.
Especially in the US.
If a tumor, say you have stage 4 breast cancer, which, you know, my grandma beat breast cancer 4 times and still died because it came back elsewhere. Mm-hmm. She had multiple surgeries. I watched her die at home for over a week because they wouldn't just let her go.
Yeah.
That was really difficult.
Yeah.
And I didn't even grow up knowing her too well. Like, my cousins that were there knew her way better than I did, and they're all crying, and I felt bad because I wasn't crying as much. Well, I think, you know, she was on morphine and stuff. They had a hospital bed there, so she didn't get, like, bed sores or anything. It was still really, really difficult. Yeah. So I think if it's a big enough case, you should just be able to go peacefully.
Well, on that depressing note...
I'm sorry.
This has been Life is Strange,
I would much rather 19. A loved one go peacefully than not.
Yeah.
So if it's big and bad and traumatic. I'm just saying, if it's traumatic for everyone.
This has been episode 19 of our podcast. I mean, Life is Strange. So
yes, this is a whole-ass podcast.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I gotta go not cry.